Shalom, shalom. I just want to say that, for example, these people, Protestants, Roman Catholics, even though they attack between each other, they are Christians. Why they are Christian? Because they believe in Jesus, Greek Roman God called Jesus in European. But anyway, Jesus is European, it's called Greek. It was made first in Jesus, then after they call in the English language Jesus. But anyway, Jesus, they believe in the same deity. They believe in the divine Son of God. I'm not saying that I believe that, it's crap, but anyway, the divine Son of God, and at the same time, is God incarnated, and they believe the New Testament. They guys call the fundamentals because the fundamentals actually believe in the divine Son of God incarnated. Even Apostle Paul said very clear, whoever denied that actually the Son of God was becoming flesh is false. If it is, then after that you actually accept it, so you are part of the group. So actually that is. He never said, for example, you have to believe this, believe that. You have to believe actually the guy incarnated, the divine Son of God, and that's why I believe in Jesus Christ, and that's all it is. He didn't say anything more, that's all it is. Another thing that is, they believe actually Jesus Christ. They believe also actually in the Greek New Testament. What actually comes from the belief of Jesus Christ, the Greek New Testament. Because Yeshua is totally different. Yeshua was a righteous man. He was a man, or man only. He was like a Robin Hood, the Jewish Robin Hood, and that would be it. But they actually, so that's a different story. We'll talk about the real stuff. I'm talking about the religion, the Christianity, backslash Messianic. The belief that they have, actually, they believe Jesus Christ, the Son of God, being God and flesh, and at the same time, they believe in the New Testament. Protestant and Roman Catholics. Protestant means people that actually do not follow the Vatican, do not believe that actually the Vatican they got power to tell people what to do and what to do. Those are Protestants. So, but anyway, so those Protestants they believe actually in the Christian Bible, but not believe in the Vatican. Those are Protestants. But anyway, they got the same fundament. They believe Jesus Christ in the New Testament. That's what made them Christians. Are they Christian with the same belief? Of course not. No way in hell. They don't got the same belief. The same thing for some Pentecostals, they don't got the same belief as Baptists. The same way the Pentecostals do not have the same belief as a Methodist. Methodist is actually all reformers. These sects they got different beliefs between each other, but they got same fundaments. They call them Christians. What is the fundament? So I believe in they believe the divine Son of God. That's what I believe. Also I believe actually that Jesus Christ got incarnated, got in flesh. And to the same time, they believe the Greek New Testament. Well, actually, the Greek New Testament actually it's not kosher, but that's what they believe. So that's why they're Christians. They got extra belief they don't made on the same. But they're Christian and the ancestors, for example, the Protestant was made in the year 15th century. It wasn't actually 2,000 years ago, I want to say, the Protestant Baptist Messianic. It was just these people that actually were Roman Catholic, they actually call, okay, I'm going to call myself just Christian, I'm going to call myself Roman Catholic, I'm going to call myself Protestant. It's the same people, the same belief, and the same from the Roman Catholics. The ancestors, the grandpas, the grandmas, they were Roman Catholics. And what they used to do? Kill Jewish people, Inquisition. What they used to do? The Crusades. When the Crusades were persecuting Muslims, but at the same time, they were doing what? When they see any Jewish person, they were actually killing Jewish people, taking the baby and slamming the baby at the walls. If they see, for example, any concrete wall, in that time it was not actually concrete like we have today say. So, I'm saying much more symbolical. So they have a wall made of rock. In that time, they will take a baby from the mother's arm and slam the baby all over to the wall. That's what used to do the Crusades. When you used to find any Jewish person in the middle of the way. Because they hate Jewish people by big time. And much more they were emotional. Because the Crusades actually, they were emotional actually to kill people that were not Christians. So that's what used to believe. So billions, you're gonna say from Constantine to Hitler, because Hitler actually he come from Christians and he got Christian belief mixed. Not just that, the Hitler said very clear that he was making a favor to the Christian church. He said it, I didn't say it. He said it. But anyway, so All these people actually they got the same fundamentals. They have the same actually the whole belief. The extra stuff, of course not. The extra stuff they don't got the same extra stuff. But they're all Christian because they guys believe in the New Testament and they believe in Jesus Christ, the Son of God. They all do. I used to, for example, be a former Christian for 35 years. Over 35 years, I don't even remember much. So over 35 years. Then after that, I was taught that, oh, we Pentecostal, oh, we Pentecostal, we are not, we are the real ones. Roman Catholic, the false Christian. BS. Roman Catholics, Protestants, Pentecostal, they're all Christians because they believe in the Son of God. But do they have the extra belief, the same belief? No, they don't. They don't have the same belief. Toda raba, they tried.